हेलो एवरीवन, मैं सागर बम्बोली आप सभी का फिर से एक बार स्वागत करता हूँ मेरे यूट्यूब चैनल में जिसका नाम है कॉमर्स ट्रेजर। इन दिस वीडियो वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस अबाउट दावणगेरे यूनिवर्सिटी एमकॉम पीजी एंट्रेंस टेस्ट paper, as many students requested me to make a video on this. If I get a good response, I'll make more of such videos of more previous papers. So without wasting much time, let's go to the question paper. The first question is owner's equity or capital stands total asset minus total liability, fixed assets minus fixed liability, current asset minus fixed liability, fixed assets minus current liability. So the right answer is going to be option number A, that is total asset minus total liability. We are talking about the outside liability. Suppose M starts a business with rupees 50,000 cash and then buys a furniture from D company on credit for rupees 2,000. The accounting equation is asset is equal to capital plus liability will be. The total capital which is invested by Mr. M is 50,000 cash and 2,000 furniture. So 50 plus 2, 52,000 is equal to 50,000 which has to be written asset side as cash and 2,000 will be written as furniture. So option number A is going to be the correct answer for this question. All capital expenditure and receipts are taken to. So always remember, whatever capital expenditure and receipts, they are taken to the balance sheet, and revenue expenditure and revenue receipts are taken to trading and profit and loss account. Cost of goods sold equals opening stock plus purchase plus direct expense plus manufacturing expenses minus closing stock, sales minus profit, sales minus administrative expenditure, all of the above. So right option is option number A, that is you have to add opening stock, then purchases whatever you have done in the year. If there is purchase return, deduct that purchase return, plus direct expenses whatever you are incurring, plus manufacturing expenses also whatever you are incurring, and lastly you have to deduct the closing stock. Capital employed equals fixed asset plus working capital. Definitely this is the correct formula. Long term debt minus fictitious assets minus non-business assets. No, this is an incomplete formula. Actually it should have been equity share capital plus reserves and surplus plus long-term debt minus fictitious asset minus non-business assets. Tangible fixed and intangible assets plus current assets minus current liability. This is also correct. So right answer for this should have been option number C, that is 1 and 3 are correct, and second is incomplete. A company with a paid up capital of 5,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each has a turnover of 4 times with a margin of 8% on sales. The ROI, that is return on investment of the company, will be. So let's see what is given. Capital, they have given 5,000 shares of rupees 10 each. So total capital is going to be rupees 50,000. Capital turnover ratio is 4 and margin on sales is 8%. You have to find out what is going to be the return on investment. So what is the formula for capital turnover ratio? Sales divided by capital. Capital turnover ratio is 4, sales we do not know, and capital is 50,000. So 50,000 into 4 is going to give you the value of sales, that is rupees 2 lakhs. Now margin on sales is 8%. So 2 lakh into 8%, your total returns or profit is going to be 16,000 rupees. And finally ROI formula is profit divided by investment into 100. So profit is 16,000, investment is 50,000 into 100, 32% you are going to get. So right option is going to be option number B. Which of the following is correct about margin of safety ratio? Capital employed divided by net worth, this is wrong. Contribution divided by sales value, this is about PV ratio. Operating profit divided by contribution, this is for leverage. So right answer is going to be contribution divided by sales of break-even point. A, B and C were partners sharing the profit in ratio of 3:5:7. So this is their old ratio. C retires and shares were taken by A and B in the ratio of 3:2. What is the new ratio? So you have to find out the new profit sharing ratio. Now ABC old ratio is 3:5:7, as I said. C has retired and his ratio is to be divided in the ratio of 3:2. So gain ratio you have to compute, because new ratio is always equal to old ratio plus whatever they are gaining from the retired partner. So gain ratio, how you have to compute? The retiring partner ratio into what share they are going to contribute. So let's see for A, 7 by 15, that is 7 plus 10 plus 5, 15. So in 15, C's ratio is 7 by 15 into how much is the proportion of sharing the gain ratio? 3:2. So 3 by 5. So 7 by 15 into 3 by 5 is going to give you 21 by 75. 7 3s are 21, 15 5s are 75. In the same way, 7 by 15 into 2 by 5. 7 2s are 14 and 15 5s are 75. So 14 by 75 is the gain ratio of B. Old ratio is 3 by 15 plus 21 by 75 is the gain ratio. So when you bring out LCM of this, 15 5s are 75. So 3 into 5, 15 plus 21 into 1, because 75 ones are 75. So your answer is going to be 36 by 75. In the same way, B is 5 by 15. 5 out of 15 he is getting in the old ratio, plus 14 by 75 is the gain ratio. So again LCM 75. 15 5s are, so 5 into 5 25 plus 14 ones are 14. So 25 plus 14 is 39 by 75. So just when you simplify this, 36 is to 39. So 3 12s are, 3 13s are. So right option should have been 12 by 30. But there is no such option in the question, given that fixed assets are rupees 6 lakh, current asset rupees 4 lakh, share capital 5 lakh, fixed liability 2,50,000 and current liability 2,50,000. The solvency ratio will be. Now how do you compute solvency ratio? Solvency ratio is nothing but the total liabilities, right? You have to consider the total outside liabilities divided by total assets. So total outside liability includes fixed liability of 2,50,000 and current liability of 2,50,000. So 2,50,000, 2,50,000, 5 lakh rupees is the total outside liability, and assets are 6 lakh rupees fixed assets and 4 lakh current assets. So 6 plus 4, 10 lakh rupees is the total asset. So 5 by 10 into 100. So half of 100 is going to be 50% is your solvency ratio. Who first used the term entrepreneur? So first time the word entrepreneur was used by Richard Cantillon, and after this JB Say made it more popular. Who appoints the internal auditor? So always remember, internal auditor is appointed by the management of the company, who looks after the day-to-day auditing of the company. Auditing is compulsory for joint stock company, definitely it is compulsory, charitable trust it is compulsory, and even in banking it is compulsory. So all the above should be the right answer for this question. Organization behavior means study on behavior of the employees in an organization, study on behavior of people, both A and B, none of the above. So right answer is option number A. Organization behavior studies the behavior of the employees within the organization. The process of delegation is top down, bottom up, horizontal, circular. So circular it cannot be, horizontal means in the same level, so this is also not correct. Bottom up is nothing but from bottom to up, but which cannot be there. So right answer is going to be top to bottom, that is the boss gives the order and the subordinate takes the order. A concept relating to achievement of predetermined goal is called as. So this is nothing but it is called as planning, wherein you are going to have a predetermined goal and you are going to work towards that goal. Principle of scientific management is contribution of Henry Fayol. No, he gave the principle of general management. Elton Mayo, he is called as father of human relation management. So right answer is going to be F.W. Taylor, who gave the concept of scientific management. Which is not a principle of management? Authority, it is a principle. Unity of command is a principle. Discipline is also a principle. So cost is not a principle of management. 14 principles of management which were given by Henry Fayol. The base of market segment covers religion, it is covered, occupation it is covered, language also it is covered. So all of these should be the right answer for this question. Market segmentation is nothing but when you divide the big market into small segments and try to produce whatever is required in that segment. Which of the following is not a 4 P's of marketing? So 4 P's of marketing were given by McCarthy, and he gave the 4 P's as product, price, promotion and place. So plan is going to be the correct answer for this question. Who is the target customer for home loan? So usually home loan is not given to bank, not given to student and not given to college. So it is always given to the salaried employee. Who proposed the concept of meta marketing? So meta marketing concept was first proposed by M. Sone, whose full name was Mohan Sone, and later it got popularized by Philip Kotler. Product strategy involves product line, definitely it is there, product mix, definitely it is there, labeling is also there. So all of this should be the right answer for this question. Product line includes what all different varieties of product line you want. For example, shampoo, soap, detergent. Product mix means what different types of varieties you are going to have. In shampoos you may have n number of shampoos, different flavors, different uses shampoo. Labeling is also a part of product strategy. Who is a developer of two-factor theory of motivation? So two-factor theory of motivation was given by Herzberg, which were motivators and dissatisfiers. Motivators motivates a person to do work and dissatisfier demotivates him to not to do a work. Selection is the process which begins after. So always remember, first there will be a recruitment in which all the employees are going to apply for a job, and then after that there is going to be a selection based on the interview and examination whatever they are conducting, and then finally there will be appointment. After that there will be placement. HRM planning covers the total activity of, so very simple, HRM is relating to human resource management, so therefore personal function is going to be the right answer for this question. So we'll stop this video over here. If you like the video, please hit the like button, and if you haven't subscribed my channel yet, please subscribe my channel and also press the bell icon so that you can get a notification as soon as I upload a new video. If I get a good response to this video, I'll make more of these videos for you. So please share this video with your friends, and thank you for watching the video.